think it's working. Let's see. You're live. It says.
Yep, all good.
Nice. So should I just keep it live so it doesn't mess it up?
Yeah, just keep it live. And if you can't, like you said, if you can't find, you have to do it in the embed code. Are you in your Veep back right now? Can you see or no?
In my can I see myself?
Yeah, like in Veeps.
Oh wait, yep. Also, I saw there's 22 tickets today. That's great.
Oh, check, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
For our first one, not too shabby. Okay, I'm in my Veeps.
Let's see, I'll walk you through. Click manage stream. Or click on the live stream tab on the top.
Okay.
And then manage stream.
Yep.
And then go down to the one for today, full moon ceremony, and click manage. Oh, I'm sorry.
Click view.
Click view.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then click the play button.
Yeah. So see how this looks right here, how you can see on the top left full moon ceremony? So
yes.
See how this looks right here, how you can see on the top left full moon ceremony? So see how this looks right here, how you can see on the top. So
Yep.
Okay. So if you're gonna wanna, you're doing YouTube because you want to use the chat feature, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you just tell everybody that when they're here, just to click that top link.
Okay.
And it'll bring them to the private YouTube page, and then you'll be able to use the chat feature there.
Oh, okay. Like when I click it. Where's the little chat guy? Oh, on the right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Yep. Sweet. Okay. Wonderful. Easy enough.
Cool.
I'll make sure I just start off with that. Cool.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yay. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yeah. If you need anything, let me know.
I will. Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks. Bye. Nice. Okay. So they're going to click the top left. Is this the one? No, I don't even think my mic. Hello. 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 Yeah, I don't think my mic's controlling the volume. Time. Not yet. Oh, we're live. Let's see. Now I wait. Oh, yay. Everyone's popping in. I can actually see who's here. Hello. So you're going to click where it says full moon ceremony so you can get to the chat. So click full moon ceremony and it'll let you enter the YouTube link, which will take you to the chat, which we can all use during the workshop. I'm going to wait for everyone to get here. Hi. So click where it says full moon ceremony above my head here, and it'll take you to YouTube so that we can all chat together, which we'll be doing during the workshop. Probably have to say that again because there's still only 10 of the 23. Hi. Cute. I'm so happy this is working. Hello, New York City. How fun. You guys get to see the moon. It's still bright here. Bright as ever. Can't complain though. So for people who are just getting here, click where it says full moon ceremony and it'll take you to YouTube, and that way you can actually talk in the chat. Hi, Kat. Thank you guys for coming. Still waiting on a few people. So get your journals. And if you have something safe, you can burn something in, just like a little piece of paper at the end. We're going to burn our releases. So for anyone else who just got here, click where it says full moon ceremony and you're going to get into YouTube and there'll be a chat feature, which we'll need for the workshop. Just waiting. I think there's still like 3 more people coming. Oh, yay. Hi, Kalina. Tiana, Kalina. Oh, this is so fun. I'm going to try to do this like every week. So the site Veeps that's hosting this is amazing. I'm going to be doing a lot with them. Women's ceremonies on the left-hand side. Thank you. I'm like pointing like a newscaster. I don't actually know where it is. All right, we still got a few more coming. So if you're watching this on Veeps, click where it says full moon ceremony. And it'll take you to YouTube. And in YouTube, you'll have a chat feature, which we're going to use. Hi, Shelby. Everyone's getting here now. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Caitlin. Thank you guys for being here. This is awesome. So everyone has a pen and paper. If you have a lighter and something to burn, something to burn things inside of safely. We're gonna burn our releases. All right, we only need 2 more people. So if you're watching on Veeps, I'm gonna say it probably 2 more times. just click full moon ceremony and it'll take you to YouTube, which will then allow you to chat with all of us. Hi, Donnie. Yay. Bree, yes. Okay. Pretty positive that's it says 2 more. I'm waiting on Rachel. It is a reunion. I love it. This is our view right now. Lovely Oregon. Never coming back to LA. I'm just kidding. So this is my first full moon ceremony workshop virtually. I only did a meditation the other day, which went amazing. But this will be fun. So I'm going to just alter how my usual workshops go. Some of you have experienced them, some of you haven't. So we're going to give it a whirl here. So what typically happens at the beginning of the workshop is you all get saged, which clears your energy. So I'm going to just sage right here just for the effect. But if you guys have sage at home, I encourage you to not catch on fire, but just sage your space right now. Just clears off anything that doesn't serve you. Sage and rage. Exactly. I always start from my feet and work my way up, doing my left foot. Usually lift your foot if you can. Just sage up your whole body. There's all different prayers and mantras you can say, but honestly, just picturing the smoke clearing any energy that doesn't serve you. Making room for benevolent energy, which is a great word to use. And it just smells nice. If it gets really dark, I'll turn my light on. So I'm gonna check in on my friend who's supposed to be in here. Oh, Biggie. Hi, Biggie. Let's see. Click full moon. So because tonight is a full moon, I'll also be incorporating a small full moon ceremony aspect, which will be the burning and releasing. Hi, Heather. Oh, thank you for joining. So every workshop I do, I pick a topic kind of based off what I'm feeling or what's going on with the moon, if it is a moon ceremony, or just what's going on in astrology or with the planet. This one I picked a while back, and it was for balance because I just felt like a lot has been going on. And I felt like the best way to harness it is through balancing everything, the good and the bad, your health, your physical health and your mental health, your spiritual health, and just taking in only what you can transmute, not taking in too much of the negative energy and the fear that's surrounding a lot of us in the media. So I wanted to focus this workshop on balance because I think in general it's just really important to be balanced. It's never about clearing out things that upset you because they don't really ever go away. They're just challenges. So as long as you have balance, I think that's key. So what I want to do is, since we're not all together, I want to use the chat feature for you to all say your name, an I am affirmation, and something that you're grateful for. So I'm going to start off, and then I want you all to type it in the chat. So, hello, my name is Brittany. I am excited, and I'm letting go of grief. Yeah. So now you guys let us know what you're letting go of here in this little chat. Your name, an I am affirmation, and what you're letting go of. So, Brittany, I'll type it with you guys. I am excited and I am letting go of grief. I think I said what you were to say what you were grateful for, but apparently I changed it up. So maybe we'll do gratitude at the end again. So what you're letting go of instead. I love that it's on my Think Outside YouTube too. I'm glad I made this thing. Oh, Shelby, I love that. Releasing shame. Yeah, I can absolutely understand that one. Aw. I think everyone's a little overwhelmed. I'm curious. I'm letting go of old patterns, habits, and anything that doesn't serve my highest self. Yes, I love that. Hi, Brooke. Yes. Oh, self doubt. That's a big one. It's really important to let go of right now because we're all so powerful. Bree, that's so good. Yes, connected in a new way. I love that. Yes. Yeah, we really can't live in the future. It's crazy how we try to, though. Yeah, self criticism. That's a big one. It's wild how we can forget we're supposed to be our best friend. Letting go of insecurity, self doubt, and bad habits. Yes. Yeah, negative self beliefs and habits are so good to get rid of. Reprogramming. I think that's a big part of going inward right now is everyone's reprogramming and being forced to embrace the new. Yes, Kat, me too. Letting go of control, self doubt. I love that one, Amy. Reflective. Ooh, that's a good one. Letting go of fear of the unknown. Hi, Izzy. Anxiety and uncertainty of the future. It's cool how everyone's is so relative. It's awesome. Amazing. Did everyone get to go? Seems like everyone got to go. If not, just type it in anytime. We'll still see it. Thank you guys for sharing. That's fun. And so usually also at the workshop, sorry, someone who's supposed to be in the chat text me. I just want to make sure. Okay, perfect. She's here. So we usually do deep breaths and we hug each other too, but we sadly can't hug each other in this moment. But I want us to take some deep breaths and hug ourselves. Oh, Kalina, yes, Anne Marie, sorry. Self doubt and fear of the unknown, yes. Everyone's letting go of self doubt. I love that. Me too, because this is a wild thing to do on a live stream, but we're making it happen. Okay, so I think that's everyone. Sorry if I'm cutting you guys off. I'm just rolling with this thing. It's the new process here. Okay, so let's all close our eyes. And you're just going to give yourself a little squeeze like this as we do it too. So you're going to start just connecting with your breath. Okay. Just tap into your normal breathing first. And just check in with yourself. If it's hard to take deep breaths while hugging yourself, that's okay. We can squeeze ourselves after. So now I want you to start to take even deeper breaths, maybe the deepest ones you've taken all day, where you fill your belly first, then your chest, and hold it so it's like the air's rising to the top of your head for 3 seconds. And then we're going to let it wash down our body all the way to our toes. If you prefer, you can breathe in through your mouth and out through your So do a few more of those on your own and notice motion. It's my favorite part. We're all made of so much water, yet we forget that. So it's all about motion and keeping everything moving. The way the water crashes on the shore of an ocean and how peaceful that is, that's really how our breath should be. Now let's go into a little grounding meditation. It's my favorite one I do pretty much for every workshop. So if you are sitting up, which I recommend to start, just try to sit up really straight. Let your shoulders kind of sink down. Maybe put your hands on your knees. However you need to sit that's comfortable for you, though, is perfectly fine. You're going to let the top of your head face up to the universe, or if you're laying, just picture it opening up now. Almost like it's hollowing out like a big swimming pool. Is there an empty swimming pool or a really cozy bathtub, whatever you want to picture? Now picture this big beam of white light just coming down straight from the cosmos right into the top of your head. And watch as this white light, as it hits that shallow surface of your pool or your bathtub, watch how it turns into water. Beautiful, sparkling, cooling water. Just let it fill higher and higher until it's just about to fill up to the top of your head. Right before it overflows, I want you to picture pulling a little drain and just having it start pouring down your head, your forehead, relaxing your eyebrows, relaxing your eyes and the sockets, releasing any tension in your forehead and your head. And now picture a little eyeball right at your third eye center, just opening up, blinking open. Now see if you can look around your room and pay close attention to the detail of your room. This is how you can see beyond duality. It's a great place to meditate from, manifest from. It's good practice to just activate your third eye, especially in rooms that you don't know very well. You'd be surprised how much you can actually see. So let's keep that center open as well. Now let that cooling water wash down your ears and your jaw and your nose, relaxing your tongue and your mouth. Maybe letting your mouth open, just let your jaw be loose. Let it pour down the back of your neck, releasing any tension, any pain you may carry there. Let it pour down your throat. Maybe even tilt your head back so it opens up your throat chakra. Hmm. Maybe put your neck side to side, just stretch out your neck. And let it pour down your shoulders, down your chest, relaxing your shoulders into their place. Getting your shoulders away from your ears. Letting this cooling water wash down your arms into your elbows, down your forearms into your wrists, and shooting out your fingertips like little lightning beams, lightning bolts. Letting all that extra energy just shoot out into the universe, giving it back. Maybe you feel it in your palms. Let's let that cooling water wash down our back, spiraling down our spine, into all of our organs and our ribs, our heart chakra, solar plexus. Healing your body on a cellular level. Increasing your vibration from a state of fear or worry into nothing but health, love, prosperity, abundance, gratitude. Let fear be a powerful force for lessons, but don't live in fear. Rise above fear. Find your inner will, your inner flame, your inner fire, and just let it burn. Don't let anything put that flame out. Let that cooling water wash down your thighs, into your knees, down your shins, into your ankles. Eventually shooting out your toes just like it did with your hands. Just let it all go. Now let's picture a set of roots coming out of your sits bones, digging into the foundation of your home, tearing, tearing, tearing. Till eventually it starts ripping through the soil, through the grass, digging through the layers of soil, these beautiful layers of the earth, just tearing down, down, down. Grounding you deeper and deeper into the earth. And as it gets closer to the center of the earth, that warm ball of light, see if you can start to feel your body getting warmer. Like you're walking closer to a fireplace, and the temperature just gets ever so hot. Maybe you can feel it on your face. Maybe you can start to see light in your eyes. And watch as these roots just wrap around the core of the earth, grabbing on tight. And right as they completely wrap around, I want you to watch that beautiful energy of warmth and passion just zooming up the roots, shooting right into your body, supercharging you, blasting into you. You might even feel it as a zap or a vibration. Watch as this fiery, warm energy starts mixing and pairing perfectly with that cooling white light, that yin and yang, that balance, the ebb and flow, dark and light. And just let that perfect balancing energy fill your body. Now let's connect with our heart center. Place your hands on your heart. Start to feel your heartbeat. We forget to connect with this center. It's a powerful center that always gives and receives love. Even when it's hard for us to love ourselves, we always carry on, our hearts always beating so effortlessly. I want you to set an intention for this entire ceremony. Why are you here? Let's put a smile on our face. And this is where we should give ourselves a little squeeze. Just thank yourself for showing up, for taking that extra step to heal, to process, to release, to love yourself, to be there for everyone else in this chat and this planet. For every bit of work we do on ourselves, we're healing the world. Now, I want you to picture a beam of pink light shooting out of your chest, just zapping right into the chest of someone else who may need it right now. Just filling them up with hugs, maybe a kiss on the forehead, maybe send them a beautiful thought. Picture giving them a hug. And watch as that same beautiful beam of light comes right back at you in a figure eight. Unconditional love, perfect balance. Now let's watch as those roots coil back up into our body. Let's close off the top of our head to hold in that beautiful energy we just created. Close off our heart centers just for now to stay in our energy during this ceremony. And just start to come back to your body, keeping your eyes closed. Maybe rub your legs, rub your thighs. Maybe stretch your arms up over your head. Then eventually, when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Welcome back. That's a really good one to do if you feel anxious or if you're having a crazy day. And even just shortening it and doing it for like 5 minutes, that helps me a lot. So I wanted to describe balance in case some people are like, what exactly do you mean? So the topic is balance. So this is where we should grab our journals and our pen. So the topic for today is, like I said, balance, based off also, which is interestingly enough, the focus of this full moon, which is amazing because I really truly didn't know that. So to me, balance is a condition in which different elements are equal or in the correct proportions. So I'm going to write it on here. Condition in which different elements are equal or in the correct. Not used to having no nails, so pardon my typing. If you wanted to write that down. So I said, during times of change, growth, discomfort, and transformation, we must harness balance. The yin and yang, the divine masculine and feminine, the dark and light, etc. Do not fear the unknown. Surrender and embrace the contrast. So because everything that's happening right now, there's a lot of conflicting opinions and thoughts and a lot of fear, a lot of illness, a lot of amazing things happening though, but unfortunately you don't really get to see those in the news as much. A lot of community coming together, a lot of people reconnecting with loved ones, a lot of people slowing down and taking care of their body, realizing what jobs don't serve them, what relationships don't serve them, and actually putting themselves first. The earth is healing because we're not out and about as much. People aren't commuting. The skies are more clear. The ocean's happier. With just a little bit of inward motion. I feel like everyone's going inward and creating disruptions and transformation within ourselves, which is really powerful. And it can feel extremely uncomfortable, like a butterfly in a cocoon kind of thing, where it's like that transformation of like, but what is happening? And I think that's a really good time to just stay inward and stay in your own energy and just try to keep your vibration really high. And if people make you feel ill or make you feel bad, just avoid it, especially right now. We don't have to be around that crappy boss or around other people's energy. So just kind of be aware of what you're taking in on social media, what you're taking in through other people's text messages. It's okay if you want to turn your phone off. You don't have to be there for everyone all the time. It's actually extremely important that we're all there for ourselves right now. That's actually where the total transformation will be. So, what we'll do next during this part of the workshop is you're going to answer questions to yourself. Um, there's about I did 5 questions. So the reason I love doing these kinds of things is it allows your brain to just dig deeper into your subconscious to what you really feel, what you think, maybe helps you notice some self limiting beliefs and things that you maybe haven't addressed. It just gets your brain going. And sometimes it just gets you out of your head just long enough to find peace and help you answer questions about yourself that you might be trying to figure out. Um, so the first question is, when do you feel the most balanced? When do you feel the most balanced? And then there's like a second part to it. And what does that feel like in your body? I'm going to do the workshop with you guys because I actually haven't done this topic yet. So just get to writing, go inward, and just go to town. Once you guys are done, just so I know people are overall done, do you want to just send up or done? Just like type in the chat so I can kind of get a general idea of when to move on. Because I can't see you guys like usual. Okay. So the second question is, when was the last time you felt uncomfortable? And how did you work through that process? Oof, I had one of those the other day. Full purging experience too. Sometimes I turn into like a little kid when I'm uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't want this. It's important. Just waiting for a few more. Perfect. Okay. So number 3, how do you handle change? Hi, Rachel. Okay, number 4. Do you resonate more with your divine masculine or your divine feminine? Why? And some may say both, which is great. That's balance. Love that. I write these questions and I still am like, well, I don't know. Let me think about it. Here, let me send you guys divine definition so you can read it. Wrong screen. Hold on. Saying the main differences between the two would be male energy is direct, like a straight line. It projects outwards, it secures, and has a giving nature. Female energy is, oh, cool, can't say that word. It's like a circle. It's directed inward. It nurtures and has a receiving nature. And my male energies have shown up more in certain situations like work or a sense of security. It's been easier for me to give than receive. Like with money, money's masculine energy, which I just learned from To Be Magnetic. And that's something that I'm working on, is letting my male energies show up within abundance. And then my female energy, I think, really shows up in matters of like love and pretty much everything else. I feel like that's where my feminine energy shows up. And mine has a lot to do with my upbringing. So that's a reason why for me. Okay. Number 5. Mambo number 5. Okay. I want you guys to list 3 things you can start doing as early as tomorrow that promote Mambo number 5. That promote a balanced lifestyle or well-being. So list 3 things you can do starting tomorrow that promote a balanced lifestyle or well-being. I'm so glad you loved that. You guys are funny. Bree, the comedy. You should just make one of these just for comedy. Jesus. The question was it's a demand. List 3 things that you can do starting tomorrow that promote a balanced lifestyle or well-being. Like maybe dancing to the Mambo number 5 a little bit more than you do. Perfect. So this is the part of the workshop where we would typically have you guys partner up with strangers in person and you guys would ask questions. So because you guys can't partner up in person, I want you guys, let's see, there's 22 of you. I would love, well, maybe we could do, okay, what do you guys think? Should you guys just talk, like 2 of you should pick each other, or will that get confusing? Or should I just ask you guys all some questions and we all have to answer them honestly on the chat? What do you think? So either you guys pick a friend and you guys talk it out, or we all just answer the same questions. Usually you guys would have different questions. Okay. I wish we had little, like there could be like private boxes on the side, but. All right, so I'm gonna pick through my baggie of questions. Okay, cool. Love that. Glad we're all on the same page. Just trying to get real creative with it, but. Okay. That one's the one, that one doesn't work for this. Because you guys can't see each other. Ooh, here's a good one. I'm gonna type it on here. Are you holding back the truth from anyone right now? Anyone right now? Why? Woohoo! Are you holding back the truth from someone right now? Why? It's an intense one. Oh boy, I just pulled out the crazy card. So everyone's like, I don't want to answer first. I'm surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, that sounds horrible, but I'm very happily, extremely an open book right now. I've been very truthful with myself and everyone around me. I had a lot of things that I was denying myself of, and I finally brought them to existence and cleared a path, a really big path. I literally don't know how to do that. I'm like Jim Carrey and Liar Liar, big effing mouth. That's why I love you though. You're so honest. That's amazing. That's why you make a great friend. I just watched that movie the other day. It's funny. I haven't told my coworkers I'll be co-leading her project because it's her boss's job to communicate that, and it's not my place to. See, that I respect though. That's really good, especially with workplace things. It's hard though, because sometimes you're like, should I feel bad? But you can't. Discernment, that's a big one. I've learned the difference between discernment and like lying, and even how that's not really even, I mean, like withholding the truth isn't even a lie sometimes. It's just practicing discernment and using timing and, matters of the heart to kind of run its course. I also smashed my head on the table yesterday and I keep hitting it. So that's another truth I haven't told you guys yet. Communication with my family is tough in general, and right now during all of this, it's a bit easier to hold back things, I'd rather say. Yeah, that's it. That's a big one. Like political things or times of like chaos and insanity. Cat. I think it's important to sometimes, like I said, just stay in your own energy because you might cause people to explode or project their fear and anger onto you, especially if they can't resonate with you. They're going to not understand if you have any forms of positivity. Oh, that's right. I'm so proud of you for resigning, though. It's going to be amazing. Stepping into your truth. Bree, what fun surprise, because I've been having some stuff on my mind for you. Oh my God. Oh, now I have to practice discernment of what I want it to be. Keeping my mouth shut about the world's truth toward another employee. Yes, Rachel, that's a big one. You're like, listen, I have some things I could tell you, but I can't. I'm caught in the middle with a family member's marriage. Her husband has confided in me with some things holding back, telling her I feel like it's not my place. Oh, I mean, that's amazing that he could come to you though. You have to realize though that's your role is to allow him to speak his truth and not be judged or punished, or you are not going behind his back now. Which I think is really important because sometimes we just need that person. And sometimes it heals the whole situation just by being truthful and honest and not having someone punish us for it, or it's going to give him the courage and ability to speak up to her. The energy of it's already in motion, so that's all that matters. Just gonna grab my water. I think I'm being dishonest with myself about how hurt I was by my last relationship. Yeah, that's hard. I mean, sometimes it takes a process of like mourning and grief and anger, and it's like when death happens, you don't really feel everything right away. Sometimes you're numb, and then things hit you, and certain songs or memories or new experiences allow you to reprocess all of those things. You should let it flow how it needs to. Friends trust me with secrets, and I want to be a safe place to vent with no judgment, so I definitely hold back my feelings about situations. Amy, that's a big one because I've always had friends confide in me, and it's hard sometimes to not just. I've made mistakes in the past where I've tried to fix things, or like I was getting too involved and I didn't really understand my place, and I ended up hurting someone else by accident. So I'm proud of you for that. My truth doesn't seem to have actually heard when expressed with family. The growth I've experienced hasn't been seen or acknowledged by them, but I not need to. Oh, yeah, that's a big one to not need. I mean, well, because you want your family to like be so excited for all the things that you've accomplished. But again, it all comes down to resonating. And if they haven't healed things within them, you're just going to trigger them, unfortunately, which is crazy. That's why like going home to see family sometimes triggers a lot of my things that aren't healed still in my inner child in my like teen years. And I'm like, who is this person? Wow. But then I send gratitude because it's showing me places that I still need to work on. And I'm totally okay with admitting that. So I think just because they're our parents and our family doesn't mean that there's things that they've avoided doing just because they're older or have experienced things on a deeper level. Holding back big blessings due to people potentially treating me different. Oh, Donnie, you deserve all the biggest blessings in the entire world. So I hope they just keep coming to you because I love you. Forming words out of the feelings in my brain and communicating openly is hard and scary. So oftentimes I'll just keep it to myself. Gianna, you should practice writing it down because I used to be like that too. It was really hard for me. I have so many feelings and I still do. Clearly, that's how this workshop came about. But just writing, and sometimes writing letters to people, even if you don't end up sending them, or at least it allows you to like pinpoint the main elements of it. That's always helped with my mom and I since I was a kid. I would write her letters because I'd get way too emotional and we'd just like fight or I'd cry, and that didn't really help the situation. Oh, you do? Of course you do, because we're the same person. Oh, love you, Heather. Enjoy your burrito. Can you send us all a burrito? I can't wait to see you. I'll be in Massachusetts soon enough, and I must see you. Brian's answer: not telling my sister about his true feelings towards his sister's relationship. He's doing the workshop with me. Hi, Brian. Thanks for doing it with us. His true feelings towards that's hard, especially as a brother, because you want to protect your sister and be honest. But sometimes, again, they like think about all the relationships that we had to go through that ended up like you look back and you're like, huh, okay. And like you kind of knew maybe even during it that it wasn't the best for you, but it ended up being the greatest lesson. I feel like I'm in a place of honoring my truth through the practice of discernment. For example, yes, it can be true that I'm afraid and overwhelmed by this pandemic, but I don't need to take it out on my boyfriend just because I don't feel like he's not showing up like he would if we didn't need to isolate. I can process and express myself instead of being impulsive in the moment. Yeah, that's a big one too, is not projecting and overreacting to people, especially because we're all in tight quarters and different like living situations than usual. Like the world is totally different right now, the energy of the world. And honoring your truth, like sometimes, like when I first started speaking my truth, there was points where it's like, "Ooh, you're going a little overboard. Like you might actually hurt someone by being so honest, and you got to figure out how to tone it down just a little bit, like the balance of that." And there's just different ways too to like do the work without sometimes speaking, like meditations and calling in their highest self and your highest self and healing it through other avenues sometimes. Like if you feel like there's a lack somewhere, then like putting the energy towards creating growth in other areas can cancel out the lack, and just working on that I think is important. I don't need to take it. Okay. I can't wait till you're back in Massachusetts. Energy bar. Yeah, I can't wait for that. I need to do all the Pilates. So, for the love of God, if you have to fly me out there to do it, I need to. Okay, so I want you guys to all type something that you love about yourself. And then now that you've kind of heard each other's stories, if there's anything that resonated with you that the other people have said, maybe shoot them a little compliment or advice or something. So, just something you love about yourself, and if there's anything that resonated with what anyone has said that you want to share. So, let's see. Keep. Oh, Kat, I love that so much. That's what I wrote too. That was pretty much one of mine, like finding the good in the gray areas, essentially. Yes, being open minded is so important too. We're really all so lucky because for all of us to be here means we're definitely open minded in comparison to a lot of people. Oh, I'll keep that on. I know, Gianna, one of my favorite things to do is like walking around and seeing if you can turn people's faces that are like, and you just smile at them and see if they'll smile. And Donnie, your humor is my favorite. I've literally cry laughed most of the time with you. You're all brave for being honest and trusting a bunch of Mambo number 5 fans with your vulnerable stuff. Kat, I love you. Just be a comedian already. I have so many comedians in here. Love how I'm able to empathize with what others struggle with. Yeah, and that can be painful within itself, empathy, like to that degree, but it's a superpower. Humility, yes. Working on things and wanting to be the best that I can. Yeah, Shelby, that's amazing. You're so inspiring. You never stop. It's beautiful. I love my dedication towards things that I have passion for. Yeah, Rachel, are you kidding? Your dedication is insane. Rachel does boxing. Is it kickboxing, Rachel? Or what would I call it? Also just regular boxing. She went out and bought one for her house because she's like, I'm not stopping. I'm like, get it. You're amazing. I love my willingness to learn and change. I love your willingness to learn and change, and you're going to do so great with your new chapter. I love who you are, Marie, and I love you, Donnie. My healing work and how it's changed my life and my daughter's lives. Oh, that's so special. Aw, Bree, I love so many things about you. I love that you open up your home to people. And you always are such a good friend. You've always shown up for all of us, even when I don't know how you did. There's many times where I'm like, Bree, you're too nice. Okay, Bree and Kalina, are you kidding? You're two people where I could literally have, yeah, like Kat said, literally a 400 list. You guys are the cutest things. But you're crazy because you should have at least 750. Kalina's just the sweetest thing. I've never had an argument with Kalina. Like she's just like you can't not love her to the highest degree. She's like just so sweet. 751. Resonate with what you said. Just want to let you know a way of moving forward through that is something myself I live for me. Oh, everything else is noise. Wow. I live for me. Everything else is noise. That's beautiful. Oh, Jackie, that's sweet to say. Oh, Brian, I love it. Yeah, your kindness and generosity to Rachel is beautiful. So thank you for treating her so well. Seriously, Bree, you bring light to every situation that you're in. Wow. Cute. I love that. Love my empathy and ability to connect with others. I love that about you too. It's really special. Yes. Oh, Kat. Yeah, Kalina is extremely welcoming. It's funny how like sometimes the most nurturing people are like, I don't know what to say. Because they're so nurturing, but they could tell us a million things. I know. It's really special. We can all feel that connection just through a screen. I mean, it's more than a screen. We're all, as my uncle says, you're still in each other's auras, even if you're like in the energy of each other like this. I know. I'm going to keep doing this every week, even if it's just like a talking. We just come on and talk about stuff and give each other advice. I love my open mindedness to different perspectives. Cat, BDE. That's right. Oh, Kalina, you have the greatest heart in the world. I love this, you guys. How sweet. Okay. Also, ew, sorry, my nose just sounded stuffy. It is really helpful during this time just to feel connected and like feel positivity and love. And be away from the news and family stuff and all the things we just talked about that we're all being faced with and processing. It's good to go inward and process, but sometimes it's like, okay, we've been inward for 3 weeks. So does everyone have something? So even if you can't burn it in your house, if you need to go outside and burn it later, does everyone have a way to burn a piece of paper at some point? Because it'd be nice to all do it together right now. Or basically, so with full moons, it's really important about letting go. Play Usher, yes, gotta let it burn. So during a full moon, it's really good to release things, letting go but no longer serves you. During a new moon, it's about calling in the new for the next chapter. So I'm going to read you guys about this full moon in particular, and then we're all going to write down. I'm going to write down what doesn't serve us. It could be one thing, it could be 5 things, whatever resonates, and then we're going to burn it. Yeah, please don't burn the condo down. Chris will be like, you're kidding. Okay, so the super pink full moon in Libra wants you to feel your feelings. Prepare to get emo-ish. Clicked the wrong thing. The super pink full moon in Libra shines its bright glow on April 7th, bringing partnerships to the forefront of our hearts. A supermoon occurs when the moon reaches a close proximity to the earth, making the moon appear bigger and our emotions feel more tender. FYI, this moon is the second in 2020's supermoon trilogy. As with all full moons, we'll be drawn to understand relationships on a deeper level while the moon casts its light on personal truths. That I can resonate with very heavily. At this moment, the sun and the moon oppose each other in the sky, allowing us to uncover details we may have skipped over in the past. Many people consider full moons to be a time for breakups and endings, but mostly they allow us to see things differently, which can inspire change. How wow. A full moon is a time to make peace with a frenemy, become closer to your boo, or call your mom. This is Cosmo, by the way, so that's why it's like worded this way. This particular luminary asks us to look at the dichotomy between Aries sun and Libra moon. The supermoon will ignite a tug of war between the self, Aries, and the other, Libra. We will be forced to find compromise and clarity in relationships with little drama and reconcile the past. We all may have mini meltdowns. After all, the cosmic energy is intense and there's a lot going on in the world right now. Remember, it's okay to feel your feels. Choose love, not war. Don't argue with others for the sake of arguing. Use the energy to create your passions and to get your flirt on. This is cute. Not to cause dramas with others. What about love? Oh, okay, so that's where it gets into the horoscopes. Now I have another one to read. So this says how to restore some order to your life. Peace, love, and serenity are the order of the day on April 7th as the 2020 Libra full moon shines overhead at 10:35 p.m. Eastern. The second full supermoon of the year is also a pink moon. The harmonious zodiac sign Libra counts among its ranks John Lennon, Alfred Nobel, Gandhi, whose advice to be the change you wish to see in the world will feel like the answers to so many questions under this lunar light. With the 2020 Libra full moon shining its balancing beams into a world that feels completely out of order, can we restore equilibrium to the planet? This full pink supermoon can help light the way. Named for the time when the rose-hued flowers start blossoming on trees and in gardens, the full pink moon is typo. This full pink moon is the second full supermoon of 2020. A supermoon sits at the closest possible proximity to Earth. Although it won't necessarily look bigger or brighter on a metaphysical level, its influence could be stronger. It also won't look pink. The full moon names historically were used to track the seasons. April's full moon is called pink after one of the spring's early flowers, creeping phlox. Interesting. Other April full moon names include the sprouting grass moon, the egg moon, and the fish moon. Libra is a zodiac sign of balance and partnerships. The spirit of cooperation is in the air at a time when the world has no choice but to work together in the name of global health. So then they said here are 6 ways to embrace the power of we with the collaborative energy of the 2020 Libra full moon. 1, join a Justice League. 2, define your relationships. 3, attract your opposite at the 2020 Libra full moon. 4, wear your heart and your art on your sleeve. 5, practice peaceful communication. 6, strive for balance. 7, oh, no, that's it, just 6. Okay. So that's just a little background. You can obviously Google more and look into more, but I just always like to explain this specific full moon. So now is when we will write down what no longer serves us. Again, even if you can't burn it at all, that's fine. It's just about getting it on paper and releasing it. But if you can burn it, I'll be doing mine on here, and I can show you how I usually do it. Sometimes I even have a bowl of water with oils and flowers and stuff, but that's when I'm in a different situation. So I got this. So I'm going to change the music here to a little more fire ceremony vibe. Let's see. And usually you guys would come up one by one up to the altar, and you guys would release into the fire. So unfortunately we can't do it like that today, but we can pretend. So just take time for yourself, no rush. We have quite a bit of time to process all of these. Yes. No one catch on fire, please. You didn't have a flavored laptop case, Kat? Inside joke. On this bagel. I usually also light sage along with what I'm releasing. So it kind of cancels out anything heavy that might be coming along with the release. Goes pretty quick. Sean's been so quietly over here as well, so I'm burning his release now. Thank you. Real smoky. While you guys finish your burning and releasing, I'm going to pull a card from the animal spirit deck for all of us. Usually you guys would come to the altar and pick your own at the start. I want to pick one for us. Oh. When you guys are done, just do the little done or check mark, just so I know when I can read you guys this. So I pulled the hawk card, which I love. To me, hawks are like a great messenger. Not only are they beautiful, but there's something to learn about how they approach their prey and the things that they want in life and how they interact with nature and their surroundings. Just watching them fly, it's really calming and peaceful. But when they're ready to attack and they know what they need, they go quick. And they get what they want and what they need. I always tell people with this deck, the reason I love this deck is that animals are our greatest teachers. And I think, as a few people on here have animals, you can learn a lot about yourself. It can test you in ways you never thought. It can show you love like you've never experienced. It's honestly one of the purest connections you can have, especially if you have your own pet, but just even in nature, just observing animals and how they treat each other and they work together in an ecosystem. And it's probably the closest thing you can do to, besides connecting with Mother Nature, to really be one with the earth. So I always say that what we should all do is look more into the hawk and how it addresses fear, stress, success, its prey. How does it interact with the elements of the earth and the seasons, things like that, because it could probably show us a lot about what we all can take on during this time of craziness but beautiful change. So if you guys, which we do, just have nothing but time, maybe look up videos, look up documentaries, look up people who handle hawks. Like, there's so much out there. Nature videos. It says, the hawk is the watchful, all-seeing messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail, as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eye on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, sees clearly, intuitive. When out of balance, sees too much and is suspicious. To bring into balance a perspective shift, which I think we're all facing, which is so cool. It really is just one big perspective shift, getting us and shaking our surroundings and our day-to-day lives that we feel are comfortable, and what we need, kind of to just show us the opposite. And maybe we'll all come back together and realize how much stress we were carrying or how much unnecessary action we were taking and working harder, not smarter. So glad we got that card. So to close it out, I had just a little bit of, I always give a little homework assignment. Um, Basically, I wanted to share different ways that you can find balance in your life through action. So I thought of like the tree pose from yoga. So just practicing the tree pose and really getting that down, and different yoga poses that require balance. Like even chair pose, it's like, whoa, and it works all of your muscles, but it's also balancing your energies and your mind. Practicing inhaling and exhaling. And like, is it harder to inhale fully, or is it harder for you to really let your belly relax? And then working on balancing that, like, and just doing that more often instead of being like some people are really like shallow breathers, so it's harder for them to balance their breath. Cool part is when you do yoga, you have to practice breathing. And actually, Sean told me about this one, a meditation in a way where you like stare at the tip of your finger. And he said the fingertip becomes the source of your awareness. Or you can balance a coin on it or just balance anything on it, because then you're focusing on that one point, but you're practicing balance. And then, um, yeah, just balancing your energies. Like when things start to feel heavy or intense, like don't try to shut it out or be like, why is this happening? Which is what I tried to do the other day. Like, well, I want to be in a good mood. I've been having such good days. Like, why am I feeling this? And then I literally got like, I just had to face it. I was like, I don't feel well, actually. I don't have the thing, don't worry. But I just didn't eat food that was good for me as well. So it was this whole experience of like, oh, I see. So I had to surrender and just trust that it's a balance. Like I can be happy and still have days where I'm like, okay, for 2 hours I had anxiety and I hadn't had anxiety in weeks. But my anxiety came from me not surrendering to the fact that my mood shifted, and that was it. So just practicing balancing your energies and being more gentle to yourself, because I could use that too. So I wanted to add that in. And then, if any of you don't know, I do online tarot readings and healings, chakra clearings. I have merch as well for sale online. That's super cute. That forest, she's not in the chat, but she's watching, that she helped me design. And I'm going to be taking on wellness companion clients soon, where I'll be working more one on one with people for like a 3-month period, which I'm kind of trying to figure out the structure of that now. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So I wanted to go through again and just say our name and affirmation. And if you're willing to share what it was that you specifically were letting go of, you can, or just anything else that after this whole workshop that you're letting go of. Because at the beginning, I said something, but I discovered what else I want to let go of. So I'll type mine. So I am Brittany. I am at peace. And I am letting go of limiting beliefs around my spiritual power and personal power and the abundance that surrounds. I don't know if it's frozen, but you guys can type yours now, unless you are, and it's just going to take a sec. Ooh, intrusive thoughts. Yep. We're so alike. That's my cousin Gianna, by the way. And her and I are like the same person. It's insane. I'm letting go of insecurities that would stop me from giving more. Shelby, I love that. And I can really resonate with that too. It's beautiful. It's a tough one, but it's important. And I'm grateful. I'm letting go of my living life I was born to live. Om Shanti Om. Blessings and abundance. Oh. I'm Brooke. I'm radiating light and love. I'm letting go of unrealistic expectations and things and people that no longer serve me. I love that. My name is Jackie. I'm expanding. I'm letting go of the desire to control the future. Yes. All you got is right now, so make it beautiful. Hey Marie, I'm relieved and I'm letting go of pressure on myself. Yes, Marie. I love that for you. I'm Caitlin. I am heartful. I am letting go of the shame of the great pain I've caused someone by setting and keeping my boundaries. Yes, keep those boundaries. It's very important. Proud of you for doing that. I am Kat. I am satisfied. I'm letting go of things that prevent me from trusting other people just because I can't control their actions. Wow, that's beautiful, Kat. I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. I don't need to cry in here. I'm not doing it. I usually cry during my workshops, so I'll save you guys that. I'm Brianna. I'm hopeful, and I'm letting go of expectations that lead to disappointment. That's a big one, too. I am Brenda, and I'm grateful. I'm letting go of fear of the unknown and my need to control the situations around me. Yes, I love that, Brenda. I'm Rachel, and I'm relaxed. I'm letting go of self-doubt and people's opinions. I love you, Britt. Oh, I love you too. This means the world to me, you guys. This is so great. Like, I was so sad one day because I was like, I miss doing my workshops, and that was like what gave me so much joy, and finally living in my truth and being able to offer space and being of service, and it got like taken away just like everyone's like crazy stuff did. But it was hard for me because I'm like, I just want to help people now more than ever. And so the fact that you guys all showed up and did this with me and all of us is like really special to me. So thank you. I'm Amy. I am calm and full of love, letting go of insecurities within myself, holding me back from living my truth. Yes, Amy, you know it. You know your truth. It's time. I am Brian. I feel centered, and I'm letting go of resisting things I can't control. Yes. I love that. Oh, you're welcome. This is all we need. And it's not even just times like now it's important, but it's something we always need. Community and collective love and being vulnerable and just feeling like you can open your heart and not be judged is like the most healing thing in the world. We're never alone. That's the coolest part. We're all going through the same stuff. Like all of this was the same. We're all feeling the same things. Oh, thank you guys. I can't wait till I can do these in person again and see all of you in person. You're welcome. Thank you guys. Oh, the light. Thank you. I know everyone's gonna just start crying. Oh boy. Thank you. Yeah, sending love to New York. You guys are in a powerful place right now. You're so welcome. Thank you guys. I'm going to keep doing these every week, like I said, so stay in tune. It'll be on this website. I know, Kat. Seriously, it's going to be so special when I get to see you again. Thank you, guys. Brie, I know. You're just crying all the time. I know it. I know. How have I not cried? It's weird. And Kat, we need a FaceTime for sure. Overdue. Maybe we can all plan like a little FaceTime chat. I love you, Donnie. You're welcome, Marie. I love you. You guys are so welcome. You guys can exit whenever you feel like it, but if anyone wants to stay and chat, I'll keep it open for a few more minutes. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Take an Epsom bath if you can. Take a nice Epsom bath and cleanse everything. A nice hot shower. Yes, Shelby, for sure. And yes, the Zoom will make more sense for video stuff, but I think for workshops and things, it's nice to have it like this too, so everyone can focus. Sometimes it gets kind of like wild. Oh, ooh, risotto. Go eat it. Hello. That's amazing. Yum. All these good husbands making their significant others food, burritos and risotto. I love you guys. Okay, I'm going to close off now. I love you all so much.